Hey yo, I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again with another action figure review. In this episode, we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends Thanos figure. So this is a Walmart exclusive. It came out in 2018, if I remember correctly. It is essentially a reissue of the Build-A-Figure Thanos from 2017. You basically collected all the little pieces of Thanos in the separate packaging, put them together and made the big figure here. So part of me really kind of likes the idea of them reissuing these Build-A-Figure sets as a single carded figure. It's an easy way to pick up the figures if you weren't lucky enough to get some of those past figure exclusives. And this one does come with a new paint scheme, so it's not the exact same figure, which is a good thing. So you still kind of keep some of the value of those original Build-A-Figures, but again, it's a great way to pick up some figures you didn't maybe get the first go around. So anyways, let's take a look at this thing. It does come in a standard Marvel Legends packaging here. Nice window box. We got some cool Infinity War, Infinity Gauntlet artwork on the side, stuff like that. Same on both sides. The bottom has the traditional copyright information, and the back has the nice cool promo photo or glamour shot, as you will. Again, this is the only figure in this particular wave, so there's no extra figures, nothing else to collect, just the single figure here. So let's just go ahead and open this guy up and take a look at him. Single piece of tape on the side. Pop this off. Slide the figure out. Toss the packaging to the side. And like all these Marvel Legends figures, the blister pack comes straight off of the tray. Nice purple cosmic background here, so that's a pretty cool one, but not much use here. Let's go ahead and get this guy off the blister pack, so pardon me while I make some crinkly sounds. There we go. So we do get an alternate head sculpt and an alternate hand to match his other hand here, so that's pretty cool. Go ahead and zoom in a little bit here to get a little closer look for y'all. Right there should be good. So taking a look at the figure itself, it's got a nice paint apps on it here. It's got nice, the blue is a nice metallic sheen on it. Some nice silver highlights here, there, and about. Again, coming down here on his legs. Some kind of cool gold apps here on his boots. Again, that kind of glossy metallic color going on. And some little yellow highlights here, there, and abouts. So very cool looking. Some really nice detail going on. Some kind of cool marbling effect here on his lower legs as well. So that's kind of cool looking. He does have the Infinity Gauntlet on his left arm, so that's always nice. As far as the actual figure itself goes, the head does spin 360 degrees. We've got a little bit of front motion, quite a bit of up and down motion there. A little bit of head tilt. Got a little bit of an issue right there on his head where he's got a little scratch going on right there, but nothing too terribly bad. This little thing here, whatever you want to call it, does kind of come off. He's got some nice little peg holes in his top of his shoulders, and that thing has some little pegs on it here to kind of keep it in place, which is kind of nice. Otherwise it'd just kind of flop around all over the place, but pretty cool looking. We do have the standard Ball and swivel at the shoulder joint there. So no issue with articulation there whatsoever. Standard swivel at the upper bicep. We do have a single elbow joint, then a swivel and a rocker on his wrist. So pretty good articulation in the arms. We've got the standard ab crunch feature thing here, so you can go about that way frontwards, and it's actually not quite as full range as I thought. Really, there's just 2 clicks here, but it still works pretty well. He does actually have a waist twist here as well, if you can get around this little skirt thing here. That's pretty cool. Standard T-hook plastic pieces at his waist and hips. The skirt thing actually does kind of impede his left and right movement, but all the way forward, all the way back. So he's kind of limited there on that range of motion here. It does have the standard twist feature at the top of the thigh. We do get a double knee joint here. Very cool. We do have the swivel at the top of the calf and the standard rocker swivel thingy here at his ankle. So all in all, pretty good articulation there. There we go. We do have a cool foot peg there on the bottom for him. These things kind of move around a little bit. They're kind of glued in place, but you can kind of knock them off a little bit if you need to. So yeah, all in all, it's a pretty cool looking figure here. The alternate head sculpt here, so the traditional one is his grinning face, which is very nice looking. His second one is just the closed mouth version. All you got to do really just grab a hold of his head and just pull really hard, and it just pops off, and you can swap out those heads fairly easily. Not popping back in place quite as well as I would like, but it does the job there. Well, I say that and it pops back off. Put a little bit more pressure on this thing. I'm not 100% sure I like this because it does seem like it's going to stress that joint a little bit, but it does work. His mean face there looks pretty cool. I kind of think I like the grinning head a little bit better, so I'm probably just going to go ahead and pop that one back on. And it does pop on a lot easier, so very nice. He also has an alternate glove and hand, so for his left hand, all you got to do is the same thing. You just grab a hold of it and yank on it like that. The hand pops off. It's just a little peg system here. The glove itself just slides right off, and you can put his gauntlet back on there to match his right side. And then you got his alternate left hand, pegs back in place like so, and you've got him without the infinity gauntlet there. So looks pretty cool. It's nice to have those different versions, so you can kind of go whichever way you want to, whether he's actually has the infinity gauntlet or not. It's entirely up to you, which is a nice little touch here. All in all, it's a really awesome looking figure. This shoulder pad thing has a tendency to pop off a little bit more than I'd like. Doesn't quite stay on. And he's a little bit limited on his mobility and articulation, but beyond that, he still looks really cool. As far as size comparison goes, we've got our Thor figure from the first 10 years with Sif from the Dark World. So you can kind of see he's just a little bit bigger, taller than Thor. Quite a bit wider though, which is cool. And just for the sake of argument here, we've got our Hulk from the Dark Hulk with the Hulkbuster figure pack. You can kind of see Hulk is actually quite a bit taller than this Thanos figure. So in the movie, they ended up being about the same height, which this one doesn't quite live up to that, but it's still a cool figure there. But you can kind of see size comparison there. Still, it's a really cool looking figure. Retailing this thing right now, it was in stores for about 20 bucks thereabouts. He was a little hard to get on retail shelves. Once the actual Infinity War movie came out, this guy went off the shelves very quickly, and I missed my opportunity, so I had to go to the secondary market. And pricing on them right now is between $30 and $40, which still isn't a bad deal, especially if you take into consideration how much the original Build-A-Figure one would cost. So, yeah. I like your thing, and I would say I'm recommending it. I do like the color scheme that they got going on here. The nice metallic colors really do work really well, make it pop a lot. So yeah, if you can get this guy for a price range you're comfortable with, you know, under 40 bucks, I would definitely say go ahead and pick it up. So. That's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Drop some comments down below to let us know what you think of this cool looking Thanos figure. How does he compare with the original Build-A-Figure? And in general, what do you think of this figure compared with the movie line Build-A-Figure? Drop those comments down below. Let the world know what you think. Until next time.